So hi guys, welcome back to Major League MLC 2026, and this match is happening between Washington Freedom and Texas Super Kings at the same venue, Oakland Coliseum in California. Texas Super Kings won their previous game against MI New York. In fact, Texas Super Kings won their previous two games against MI New York and San Francisco Unicorns. And Washington Freedom suffered a defeat at the hands of Seattle Orcas. We'll just have a look at the points table once. So Texas Super Kings are currently at the top of the table with 3 wins from 5 games. Los Angeles Knight Riders are at number 2. They suffered a defeat just a few hours ago against MI New York. Los Angeles Knight Riders lost it. So that was their first defeat in this tournament. Oh, that's driven beautifully by Saiteja Mukamala, and has it gone all the way? I think it's bounced inside. First boundary of the innings for Texas Super Kings. Saiteja Mukamala gets off the mark with a boundary, full and wide and beautifully driven away. Last ball of the over is back of the length and defended again to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Lockie Ferguson. And Texas Super Kings are 5 without loss after 1 over. Washington Freedom are currently at the bottom of the table with only 1 win from 3 games. But obviously still early days in the tournament, so everything can change again. So still a long tournament left. But currently Texas Super Kings at the top, Washington Freedom at the bottom. Texas Super Kings, their bowling has been very impressive in this tournament, and that is why they are at the top of the table. Their batting is kind of okayish, but the bowling has been restricting oppositions, defending totals. It has been doing that well. Amila Aponso is the new bowler into the attack for Washington Freedom. Going to be bowling the second over of this innings. Around the wicket to Faf du Plessis. Oh, and again du Plessis drives it down the ground straight to mid-on. Another dot ball to start the over. This time it's on the pad, tickled away fine. Short fine leg goes around. And Faf du Plessis picks up another single. Saiteja Mukamala is back on strike. Now Mukamala goes big again, down the ground, over mid-on, 4 more. He's batting really well here, Mukamala. Normally you would expect a batter like Faf du Plessis to take the aggressive route considering his experience. But he is playing second fiddle, and Saiteja Mukamala is trying to find the boundaries here. Second boundary in this innings for Mukamala. This time another quicker ball flicked away, and Mukamala picks up another single. 6 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. This time it's a full toss. Du Plessis comes down the wicket and drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to finish the over. So 7 runs came from that over from Amila Ponso, and Texas Super Kings are 12 without loss after 2 overs. So Marco Janssen is the new bowler into the attack. Left arm around the wicket. And Faf du Plessis drives it. Oh, nearly a miscommunication there. But Faf du Plessis again picks up another single. This time back of the length again, defended towards covers. Inside Teja Mukamalla picks up another single. Flicked away this time by Faf du Plessis, but deep square leg is there. So again, just a single. So 3 singles to start this over. Good start from Marco Janssen. Teja Mukamalla back on strike. And looks like Janssen is coming around the wicket now. That's driven beautifully through the covers for 4. The ball is racing across the outfield and races away for 4 as well. Teja Mukamalla again with another boundary. Beautiful timing and placement. Just punched it through the offside. It's raced across the outfield for 4. This time again, Mukamalla drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Down the track, cuts it towards point, and Faf du Plessis picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Marco Janssen, and Texas Super Kings are 21 without loss after 3 overs. So, new bowler into the attack. Asif Mahmood is the new bowler into the attack for Washington Freedom. And straight away an appeal for LBW, but that's missing leg stump big time around, so that can never be out. I don't know, they were appealing for LBW there. This time it's punched again towards point, and Mukamala picks up another single, so 2 singles to start the over. So Faf du Plessis is back on strike. Oh, down the track, swings and misses. Another dot ball from Asif Mahmood. This time flicked away by Faf du Plessis towards deep square leg, and picks up another single. Ooh, that's a wide down the leg side. They're going to go through for a single, and they will get a single wide plus the single. 2 extra runs to the total. Missed his line there, Asif Mahmood. But still, this has been a good over so far. Just 5 runs coming from this over. And Texas Super Kings need to accelerate a little bit. Faf du Plessis 7 from 12 balls. Very unlike Faf du Plessis. Generally always likes to prove that age is just a number. Hasn't quite got going here. And this time again driven down the ground to long on, and picks up another single to finish that over. So another good over here for Washington Freedom. 6 runs came from that over, and Texas Super Kings are 27 without loss after 4 overs. So Lockie Ferguson is back into the attack, and Mukamala flicks it away again, picks up another single to start the over. Oh, du Plessis, has he nicked it? I think he has. He's nicked it through to the keeper. That's the faintest of nicks. He hasn't quite got going. Finger has gone up. Washington Freedom have started to celebrate. 5-2 plus he has gone for the review straight away. Was looking for the big shot there. He's been struggling till now. 9 from 15 balls. 5-2 plus he. Very, very unlike 5-2 plus he. In all honesty, normally he's an aggressive player. Normally provides those good starts, but he hasn't been able to do that today. Yes, there is a spike as the ball passes the bat, so it will be a first wicket to go down. 5-2 plus he tried his best by reviewing it, but not to be for him today. Finger goes up once again from the umpire. First wicket falls for Texas Super Kings, and it's Lockie Ferguson who gets the breakthrough for Washington Freedom. And the captain of Texas Super Kings has to go. 5-2 plus he is gone after scoring 8 runs from 14 balls. Very, very uncharacteristic innings from the Texas Super Kings captain today. And TSK are 29 for 1 after 4.2 overs. So Riley Russo is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3 for Texas Super Kings. Even he has been struggling for form a little bit. Third ball of the over. Comes down the wicket again, drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Lockie Ferguson. Oh, this time full delivery, driven down the ground, was side the stumps from... Oh, Steve Smith didn't collect the ball cleanly. He could have had a shot at the stumps. And Riley Russo gets off the mark with a single. This time again defended towards point. And another dot ball from Lockie Ferguson. So last ball of the over coming up. That's again past point. And Saiteja Mukamala picks up another single to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of 5-2 plus E. And Texas Super Kings are 31 for 1 after 5 overs. So Marco Jansen now over the wicket to Sayadeja Mukamala. And Mukamala drives it again towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. Riley Russo is back on strike. Oh, this time outside the off stump, Riley Russo looking for the cut shot and missing it. Boundaries have dried up a little bit here. Another dot ball from Marco Jansen. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, inside edge again. Inside edge from Riley Russo towards square leg. And it picks up another single again. 2 runs from the first 4 balls of this over. Good bowling from Marco Jansen. Two more deliveries left in this over. Again back of the length, defended towards point. Another dot ball from Marco Jansen. Slow ball again. Mukamala looking to pull it away, unable to make connection. Excellent over from Marco Jansen. Just 2 runs came from that over, and Texas Super Kings are 33 for 1 after 6 overs after the power play. So Mitchell Owen is the new bowler into the attack now for Washington Freedom. That's pulled away leg side by Riley Russo. It's in the gap. And that beats those fielders. 2 fielders running there at deep mid wicket. Can't stop it. And finally Riley Russo finds the boundary. It's been going very slow so far for Texas Super Kings. Much needed boundary there for Super Kings. This time he uses his feet, goes straight down the ground for 6. First 6 of the innings for Texas Super Kings. Really good hit there, straight back down the ground from Riley Russo, and clears the boundary straight towards the side screen. So 4 under 6 to start the over, third ball of the over coming up. And this time driven again down to long off, and Riley Russo picks up another single. This time short and wide again, cut away towards deep extra covers. Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Riley Russo back on strike. The last ball of the over coming up. Shot this time, pulled away, all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. This is a big over. Ends the over with a maximum there. A big over for Texas Super Kings. 19 runs came from that over. And Texas 50 comes up for Texas Super Kings. TSK are 52 for 1 after 7 overs. So Nikhil Chowdhury is the new bowler into the attack. If anyone remembers, he made his Australian international debut just recently. If anyone remembers that in a series against Bangladesh, he played it. Now playing for Washington Freedom. As Russo again hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Saiteja Mukamalla back on strike. This time again flicked away straight to square leg. Another dot ball from Nikhil Chowdhury. This time again punched straight to covers. Dot balls from Nikhil Chowdhury. Good bowling here. Good lines, good lengths. Last ball of the over, cut away again, it's in the gap. And will that run away for 4? No, it won't. Deep extra covers comes around. And Saiteja Mukamalla picks up another couple of runs to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over from Nikhil Chowdhury. And Texas Super Kings are 55 for 1 after 8 overs. So Asif Mahmood is back into the attack. Conceded 6 runs in his first over. Coming around the wicket, Riley Russo. Russo again using his feet, drives it towards deep extra covers. Might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs to start the over for Riley Russo. This time pulled away again towards deep mid wicket, and that races away for 4. 2 short on that occasion from Asif Mahmood, and really well put away once again from Riley Russo. And now the momentum is shifting back in favor of Texas Super Kings. The boundaries are starting to come. This time again comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground, 1 bounce to long on, and Riley Russo picks up another single. This time Mukamalla hits it leg side again and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's short and that's pulled away. That's all the way for 6. Riley Russo. When was the last time we saw this kind of power hitting from Riley Russo? Well, he is capable, we know that. But he has always been inconsistent throughout his career. And finally gets hold of one. Second 6 for him in this innings. Oh, this time full and wide. Russo going for the drive, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Asif Mahmood to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over from Asif Mahmood, and Texas Super Kings are 69 for 1 after 9 overs. So Nikhil Chowdhury again continuing into his second over as Mukamalla drives it down the ground to long off and comes back for two. Another couple of runs to start the over. Tossed up, goes again. This might have found the gap, it has. Another boundary this time. Beautiful batting once again from Saiteja Mukamalla, hitting it over that fielder at covers and picks up another boundary. This time back of the lengths and Mukamalla drives it down the ground towards long on and picks up another single. 8 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. This time again driven down the ground to long off. Another single for Riley Russo. Oh, is there a nick there? I think there is. Finger goes up. Second wicket falls. I think he pulled his length back there, Nikhil Chowdhury. And Saiteja Mukamalla was just looking to guide it probably towards third man. And has taken a big nick through to the keeper. So he'll have to walk off. Both openers dismissed for Texas Super Kings. And just when this partnership was starting to look good, the wicket has fallen here. 48-run partnership has been broken. Nikhil Chowdhury breaking the partnership. Saiteja Mukamalla out after scoring 37 from 28 balls. And Texas Super Kings are 77 for 2 after 9.5 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break, and Milind Kumar is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 4. So Texas Super Kings are 77 for 2 after 10 overs. Current run rate of 7.50. Lockie Ferguson back into the attack. And again, Riley Russo drives it towards covers. Another dot ball to start the over. Riley Russo is the set batter at the crease now, 29 from 18 balls. Oh, that's an uppercut. Over the top, 1 bounce and 4. Used the pace beautifully there, Lucky Ferguson. Used the pace beautifully there, Riley Russo. And just uppercutting it over third man. Maybe it's Riley Russo's day today. Who knows? This time is driven again back to the bowler. And another dot ball from Lucky Ferguson. Good comeback after conceding the boundary from Lucky Ferguson. Ooh, again going for the uppercut, looking for the uppercut, but unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Lucky Ferguson. Two more deliveries left in this over. Slower delivery, and Riley Russo hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. This time flicked away again straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Lucky Ferguson. And Texas Super Kings are 82 for 2 after 11 overs. So Nikhil Chowdhury into his third over. Riley Russo looking to swing leg side, and I think it's gone off the pads. Pick up another single to start the over. This time it's pulled down the ground by Milind Kumar towards long on and picks up another single. Oh, this time it's in the air. I don't think he's got hold of it. Long off, cutting underneath it. Takes the catch. Mitchell Owen takes the catch and Nikhil Chowdhury strikes. Looking for another big hit there. Riley Russo. He couldn't get hold of it fully. And the catch has been completed and all the set batters now have been dismissed in all honesty. Got it to the toe of the bat there, Riley Russo. And Mitchell Owen has safe pair of hands in the outfield and completes the catch. So Riley Russo departs after scoring 34 from 24 balls, and Texas Super Kings are 84 for 3 after 11.3 overs. So Donovan Ferreira is the new batter to the crease. As Donovan Ferreira gets off the mark with a single, Milind Kumar is back on strike. And Milind Kumar drives it through the covers for 4. Beautiful shot. No one back there at deep extra covers. And Milind Kumar picks up his first boundary in this innings. They need to keep finding the boundaries like this. Texas Super Kings. So last ball of the over coming up. Ooh, another quicker ball flicked away towards square leg. Another dot ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Riley Russo. And Texas Super Kings are 89 for 3 after 12 overs. So Amila Ponso is back into the attack now into his second over. Well, in fact, it's Vian Mulder who has come in, not Donovan Ferreira. Vian Mulder has come in at number 5. Cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. The Texas Super Kings can try to get to around 180 to 190 probably from here, which could be a good total. We have seen even Texas Super Kings, they defended They defended 161 at this venue against San Francisco Unicorns. This time it's driven again down the ground from Vian Mulder towards long off and picks up another single. This time again driven by Milind Kumar towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. This time punched down the ground towards long on. Milind Kumar picks up another single. Last ball of the over. Full toss and Milind Kumar goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Amela Ponso, and Texas Super Kings are 95 for 3 after 13 overs. And this time Milind Kumar again goes down the ground. And Nikhil Chowdhury into his last over. He's bowled really well so far. Picked up 2 wickets, 2 for 18 in his 3.1 overs so far. This time again Mulder punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. And Milind Kumar is back on strike. Swings it leg side towards deep mid wicket. Another single for Milind Kumar. Oh, that's a good strike. That's a clean strike from Vian Mulder. Over long on for 6. It was right in the slot from Nikhil Chowdhury. There to be hit, and Vian Mulder says thank you very much. Picks up his first 6 in this innings. 100 comes up for Texas Super Kings. 100 comes up in 13.4 overs at the loss of 3 wickets. A very clean strike from Vian Mulder. This time it's punched towards deep extra covers and Vian Mulder picks up another single. Last ball of the over. And this time it's guided again. It's past that field at point. It won't reach the boundary. Milind Kumar will come back for 2. Another couple of runs to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over from Nikhil Chowdhury. And Texas Super Kings are 107 for 3 after 14 overs. So Marco Jansen is back into the attack now for Washington Freedom. He has figures of none for 11 in his 2 overs so far. Into his 3rd over. Jansen coming around the wicket to Ian Mulder, and Mulder again flicks it away towards the keeper and picks up another single to start the over. This time looking to flick it away, hits it straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Marco Jansen. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Ian Mulder is back on strike. Milind Kumar is on strike. That's pulled away leg side. Steve Smith, I think, the fielder, does well. Milind Kumar picks up another single. Advancing down the wicket that time, a little bit of an inside edge from Mulder and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over from Marco Jansen. Milind Kumar is back on strike. Coming around the wicket now, Jansen is driven again with good fielding at covers, really good fielding. And another dot ball from Marco Jansen. The last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the paddle and it's in the air and it's taken at short fine leg. Oh dear, that's a soft dismissal after playing so well. Was looking to ramp it over fine leg probably, but couldn't get the height, couldn't clear that fielder at short fine leg. But in the end hits it straight into the hands of the fielder at short fine leg, and Marco Jansen gets the breakthrough for Washington Freedom. Got it high on the bat there, Milind Kumar. A simple catch completed at short fine leg. So Milind Kumar is out after scoring 13 from 15 balls, and Texas Super Kings are 110 for 4 after 15 overs. So Donovan Ferreira is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6, has the capability of striking the ball. We saw it in the previous game as well when against San Francisco Unicorns. Donovan Ferreira played a match-winning innings down the order, which took the Texas Super Kings to around 161 as Mulder comes down the wicket this time, hits it down the ground, over long off for 6. When was the last time we saw Bjorn Mulder playing shots like this? Just when we were talking about Donovan Ferreira, Bjorn Mulder is saying not only Donovan Ferreira, even I can play the big shots too. And clears the boundary for 6, picks up his second 6 in his innings. And this time it's driven down the ground towards long on. And Ian Mulder picks up another single. Donovan Ferreira is back on strike. This time again Ferreira drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Asif Mahmood. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time back of the length again. Ferreira defends it back again. Taking his time here, Donovan Ferreira. Only 4 overs left after this. He has the capability of playing those lower order cameos. Okay, now then, the dawn has arrived. And it goes way back, over deep mid wicket for 6. This is what Don can do. This is why people call him as the new Don of cricket. Gets off the mark with a maximum. This is exactly what he's capable of doing. This time again back of the length, it's hit down the ground towards long on, and Donovan Ferreira picks up another single to finish the over. So 14 runs came from that over from Asif Mahmood, and Texas Super Kings are 124 for 4 after 16 overs. So Mitchell Owen is back into the attack, into his second over, conceded 19 runs in his first over. Donovan Ferreira is back on strike. Mitchell Owen. Oh, it drills it down the ground towards long off, and Donovan Ferreira picks up another single to start the over. Oh, inside edge from Mulder towards short fine leg, and they'll get through for another single, back-to-back singles to start the over. Four more deliveries left in this over. Donovan Ferreira is back on strike. Mitchell Owen around the wicket, a little bit of an inside edge there from Donovan Ferreira. Inside edge onto his pads and another dot ball. So good start to this over. Mitchell Owen bowling economically is a good sign for Washington Freedom, that is for sure. Swung away leg side by Ferreira. Fielder, oh, puts it down. Oh dear. Who is that fielder there? I think it's a new player probably. Has put it down at deep mid wicket. Now how costly is that going to be? That should have been a simple, straightforward take, but it's gone to ground. And that could have been the biggest wicket of Donovan Ferreira as well. That was a simple catch. You need to take those catches at this level. This time driven down the ground again by Ian Mulder towards long on and picks up another single. Regulation catch going to ground there. So last ball of the over coming up. Donovan Ferreira back on strike. And this time driven again by Ferreira towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. An excellent over from Mitchell Owen. 5 runs came from that over. And Texas Super Kings are 129 for 4 after 17 overs. So 3 overs left in this innings, and it's going to be Lockie Ferguson who is going to be bowling the 18th over of this innings. Lockie Ferguson coming around the wicket to Donovan Ferreira. Oh, looking to go big. He sliced it. He sliced it over point. That'll run away for 4. Didn't intend to hit it there, but it somehow flown over that fielder at point and starts the over with a boundary here, Donovan Ferreira. Oh, this time it's a short ball. Ferreira looking to pull. Sways out of it. Another dot ball here. 4 followed by a dot ball from Lockie Ferguson. Well, it's a no ball. No ball, no ball, free hit. Lucky Ferguson has overstepped. It's going to be a free hit as well. Goodness gracious. Free hit delivery coming up. It's driven away again towards deep extra covers. So the free hit does not cost much. It's just a single for Donovan Ferreira of the free hit. Ian Mulder is back on strike. Oh, well, what happened there? What happened to that delivery? It slipped out of the hands of Lucky Ferguson there. He'll have a laugh about it. The umpire gives it as a dead ball. That completely slipped out of the hands of Lucky Ferguson. This time it's full and Mulder goes down the ground. Oh, straight down the ground for 4. Long on has no chance of stopping it. It's drilled down the ground from Ian Mulder. Second boundary in this over. Oh, he goes again, straight down the ground for 6. Ian Mulder opening himself up here. It's a terrific innings this. I don't think many people would have expected Ian Mulder to play like this. And 16 runs have come from this over. That was right in the slot from Lucky Ferguson and has got dispatched. 16 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. Well, Ian Mulder is just striking them really well here. Now back over the wicket now, Lucky Ferguson. This time drives it down the ground towards mid-off and Ian Mulder picks up another single. So 17 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. And this time again back of the length and Donovan Ferreira defends it to covers and picks up another single to finish the over. So 18 runs came from that over from Lucky Ferguson. And Texas Super Kings are 147 for 4 after 18 overs. So Marco Jansen is going to be bowling the penultimate over. Over the wicket to Ferreira. Oh, length ball again and that's gone as well. All the way for 6. You cannot bowl lengths at this stage. Right up in the slot once again. Ferreira deposits it over deep square leg. 150 comes up for Texas Super Kings in 18.1 overs with that 6. And 10 boundaries and 8 sixes in this inning so far. Well, he goes again, and it's gone miles back again. Back-to-back sixes to start the over from Donovan Ferreira. Once again, not learning. Once again, bowling it right in the slot. And Donovan Ferreira is not going to miss out on those, that is for sure. A great way to start this penultimate over for Texas Super Kings. Well, Marco Jansen needs to get his length right, otherwise he'll keep getting dispatched. It's full again. Oh, was it a catching opportunity? He'll get through for a single. Steve Smith it was that covers. Not quite sure that it carried to that fielder there. Ferreira picks up another single. 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 21 balls between Vian Mulder and Donovan Ferreira. Yeah, the catch has been put down. Very, very rarely you see a fielder like Steve Smith dropping a catch. That is a very, very rare sight. One of the best fielders in the game, Steve Smith. Even he couldn't take it. It's driven down the ground this time by Vian Mulder towards long off and picks up another single. "14 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left." This time it's flicked away by Ferreira towards deep square leg. Picks up another single, looking for overthrows, but they won't get the overthrows. It's just a single for Donovan Ferreira. "15 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left." The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, and Mulder goes big! Goes very, very big! All the way for 6. What a big over this is for Texas Super Kings. 3 sixes in that over. 21 runs came from that over from Marco Jansen. And Texas Super Kings are 168 for 4 after 19 overs with 1 more over to go. Length bowling from Marco Jansen in that over. And he got dispatched everywhere. Looking for a good finish here, Texas Super Kings. Donovan Ferreira on strike now. Asif Mahmood to bowl the last over. Oh, he sliced that away. Sliced that away for 6, is it? I think it is. How has he sliced that like that? Has it gone all the way or not? That's what the umpires want to have a look at. It's definitely 4 or 6. He has this incredible capability, Donovan Ferreira, to hit on all parts of the ground. And it has gone all the way. It has cleared the boundary. So 6 to start the over. 6 over deep point, if you don't mind, from Donovan Ferreira. This time it's short, it's pulled away towards deep mid wicket, and Donovan Ferreira picks up another single. Vian Mulder is back on strike. Looking for the big shot there, a little bit of an inside edge towards short fine leg. Vian Mulder picks up another single. Generally, I've been too critical of Vian Mulder, but when a player is playing well, then you have to also be appreciative. He has done really well so far. 42 from 19 balls with 1 boundary and 4 maximums at a strike rate of 221.05. 3 more deliveries left in this innings. Oh, in the slot again! And when you bowl in the slot, you need to look out. You need to look out in the crowd, because that's where the ball goes. Donovan Ferreira again with another 6 over long on. Moves to 43 from 19 balls, and they've taken the score past 180 with still 2 more deliveries left in this innings. This time it's drilled on the ground towards long on, and Donovan Ferreira picks up another single. 15 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left in this innings. And it's going to be Vian Mulder who will be on strike for the last ball of the innings. Last ball of the innings. Oh, that's a good Yorker again. He's drilled it down the ground. They're going to push for 2. They're going to push for 2. It's the last ball of the innings. Oh, could have been a run out there, but the keeper was too slow. The keeper was too slow to take the bails off. So they'll pick up 2 runs to finish it off. And in the end, you have to say it's a good finish for Texas Super Kings, because at one stage it seemed as though they might not even reach 160, 170. But they've gone past 180, and they've given themselves a really good chance of defending this total. 17 runs came from the last over from Asif Mahmood. A really good finish there from Vian Mulder and Donovan Ferreira. Vian Mulder contributing with the bat today gave the additional boost for Texas Super Kings, along with, it's a routine these days. Donovan Ferreira finishing the innings like this is not something new. He keeps doing this for whichever franchise, whichever team he plays for. This is exactly what he can do. So he keeps on doing it. Vian Mulder unbeaten on 43 from 20 balls. And Donovan Ferreira unbeaten on 44 from 20 balls as well. And an unbeaten partnership of 75 from 31 balls between Vian Mulder and Donovan Ferreira. 75 from just 31 balls. That clearly shows how aggressive they have been in that partnership. So look at Texas Super Kings batting. Faf du Plessis couldn't get going today. 8 from 14 balls. Just couldn't find any boundaries, any momentum whatsoever. He got dismissed. Sai Teja Mukamala though, 37 from 28 balls with 4 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 132.14. Riley Russo, 34 from 24 balls with 3 boundaries and 2 maximums at a strike rate of 141.67. And Milind Kumar couldn't get going, but in the end, Vian Mulder and Donovan Ferreira ensuring that Texas Super Kings got a good finish. And they got themselves to a really competitive total, in all honesty. And you look at the bowling of Washington Freedom. Lucky Ferguson, none for 31 in his 4 overs. Amila Aponso, none for 13 in his 2 overs. Marco Janssen, last over, he got belted for 21 runs. Until then, he was looking good. 1 for 35 in his 4 overs. And Asif Mahmood, very expensive today, none for 50 in his 4 overs. And Mitchell Owen also bowled 2 overs, none for 24. And Nikhil Chowdhury, 2 for 29 in his 4 overs. So Washington Freedom, when they come out to bat, will need 186 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs to pick up their second win in the cognizant MLC 2026. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So, hi guys, welcome back to the run chase here. Washington Freedom need 186 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. Both openers of Washington Freedom have come out to bat. It's Mitchell Owen and Steve Smith who will be opening the batting for Washington Freedom. Akil Hussain has a new ball in his hand. He's going to be bowling the first over for Texas Super Kings. And Akil Hussain is back in the playing 11. Next match, Akil Hussain will be dropped, that is for sure. First ball of the run chase coming up. Oh, straight away Owen looking for the big shot. It's gone off the pads towards short fine leg and a leg by single to start with. Next match they will drop Akil Hussain for some reason or the other. This match he will play, next match he will be dropped. Next match he will play again, then again he will be dropped. This is what the Super Kings franchise will do like this for Akil Hussain. Ever since the IPL we are seeing, one match he is playing, next match he gets dropped. Somehow that is happening. Steve Smith is back on strike. This time flicked away by Steve Smith out towards deep mid wicket, and Steve Smith gets off the mark with a single. Now Mitchell Owen is back on strike. And we all know when Mitchell Owen gets going, he can be very, very destructive. So this time punch down the ground, pass mid off, that'll run away for 4. Beautiful shot there down the ground from Mitchell Owen. And gets off the mark with a boundary. So fourth ball of the over coming up. This time pulled away again, leg side again, and they'll run away for 4 back-to-back boundaries from Mitchell Owen. One down the ground and then one leg side towards deep mid wicket. He'll take it. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's flicked away by Mitchell Owen towards mid wicket and picks up another single. Steve Smith is back on strike. So last ball of the over coming up. And this time punched again straight to covers and another dot ball to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over. And Washington Freedom are 11 without loss after 1 over. So Adam Milne is the new bowler into the attack for Texas Super Kings. Mitchell Owen is on strike. And straight away well bowled by Adam Milne. Dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over. Down the track. And that's it, straight down the ground for 6. Dead straight from Mitchell Owen. All the way for 6 towards the side screen. A clean swing of the bat there. And the first 6 of this innings for Washington Freedom. And this is exactly what Mitchell Owen can do. He can be very dangerous when he gets going. Really good shot there down the ground. Third ball of the over. Oh, looking to go again. Ooh, was there an inside edge there? I don't think so. I think he's hurt himself. He's gotten hit on the legs. Another dot ball here. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time he goes again down the ground. He's got hold of that one. That's all the way for 6 as well. Second 6 in this over from Mitchell Owen. Once again, length ball from Adam Milne. The slow ball there, but bowling it right in the slot. And that is exactly where Mitchell Owen wants it. He parks it down the ground for 6. Two more deliveries left in this over. 12 runs from this over so far. Two more deliveries left in this over. Mitchell Owen on 21 from 8 balls. Short this time, looking for the pull. It's towards mid wicket, and Mitchell Owen picks up another single. So one more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Looking for the paddle again. It's gone off the pads, and Steve Smith picks up another single to finish the over. So 14 runs came from that over from Adam Milne, and Washington Freedom are 25 without loss after 2 overs. So Amshi De Silva is the new bowler into the attack, a single to start the over. So Mitchell Owen is back on strike. This time looking to pull it away leg side, unable to make proper connection. Another dot ball from Amshi De Silva. So yeah, this is a good over for Washington Freedom so far. 11 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Steve Smith on strike. Oh, looking to pull it away leg side. A little bit of an inside edge. Chance of run out. Direct it. Direct it as Mitchell Owen made it back. That is the big question. They might want to go upstairs with the third umpire. You have a look at whether it's run out or not. You think? And has he made it? He has made it. So no problems for Mitchell. So one more delivery left in this over. Oh, and he's gone hold of that. Once again, that's gone all the way for 6. Another 6 to finish the over. If the margin of error is so small when you're bowling to a batter like Mitchell Owen. If you only need to miss your length by a margin and he has that clean swing of the bat. And once again clears the boundary. 17 runs came from that over from Amshi De Silva. And Washington Freedom off to a flyer here, 42 without loss after 3 overs. So Abhimanyu Lamba is going to be the new bowler into the attack for Texas Super Kings. Steve Smith is going to be on strike. Abhimanyu Lamba over the wicket to Steve Smith. And this time driven by Steve Smith with straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over from Abhimanyu Lamba. This time again down the wicket, and Steve Smith hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Oh, that's driven in the air. Oh, it's been put down, I think. Has it? It's been put down at covers. Dear, oh dear. Now, how costly is that going to be? You got to be taking your catches. Cannot be putting it down. Straight in and straight out of the fielder's hands there. And that is going to prove very costly, you would think. This time again swung away leg side towards deep mid wicket, and Mitchell Owen picks up another single. This time again Steve Smith looking for the big shot. It swings and misses. Another dot ball. Oh, Steve Smith goes big and it clears the boundary as well. So if Mitchell Owen can clear the boundary, Steve Smith can also do it. That is what he's showing. Another maximum to finish that over. First 6 for Steve Smith in this innings. 50 comes up for Washington Freedom. And Washington Freedom are now 50 without loss after 4 overs. Amshi De Silva now continuing into his second over as an inside edge from Mitchell Owen and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Ooh, Steve Smith has a big whaff at it. Swings and misses. Another dot ball here from Amshi De Silva. And this time he goes leg side. Oh, the fielder puts in the dive there. Has done well to stop the boundary, you would think. And Steve Smith picks up another couple of runs. This time again looking to swing leg side towards square leg. And Steve Smith picks up another single. Oh, again bowling those hard lengths, Amshi De Silva. Mitchell Owen looking to flick it away, gets it on the pads, and he'll pick up one leg buys. So it's a good over so far from Amshi De Silva. 5 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Again comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground towards long on. And Steve Smith picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Amshi De Silva. And Washington Freedom are 56 without loss after 5 overs. So Abhimanyu Lamba to bowl the last over of the power play. Ooh, and Steve Smith swings and misses. Another dot ball to start the over. Required run rate is only 8.76. Very much gettable for the Washington Freedom. Second ball of the over coming up. It's swung away again leg side towards deep mid wicket. And Steve Smith picks up another single. Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Well, the Texas Super Kings need wickets here, otherwise this game will slip away from them, because we have to say that they were extremely lucky that they defended 162 at this venue against San Francisco Unicorns, because Unicorns would have felt that even that total was chaseable for them, but they threw it away there. And not every time you can defend those kind of totals at this venue, because chasing teams do have the assistance at this particular venue, unless you are able to score 200 plus. So fourth ball of the over coming up. It's full again. Mitchell Owen swings leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's gone massive again. A big hit from Steve Smith. Over deep mid wicket for 6. Length ball once again from Abhimanyu Lamba. And Steve Smith dispatches that one out of the ground. Another maximum here. This game is slipping away. It's slipping away quickly from Texas Super Kings. Last ball of the over, and this time it's driven again towards covers, shy at the stumps. They'll get through for a single to finish that over. So 9 runs came from that over from Abhimanyu Lamba, and Washington Freedom are 65 without loss after 6 overs after the power play. So 121 needed for Washington freedom. Akeal Hossain back into the attack now into his second over. That's on the pads, flicked away by Steve Smith towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Second ball of the over. Oh, that's driven through the covers for 4. That's raced across the outfield there. Mitchell Owen drills it through the covers and picks up yet another boundary. Oh, it's gone big this time, and that's gone all the way as well. Half century for Mitchell Owen. 50 from just 21 balls with 3 boundaries and 5 maximums at a strike rate of 238.10. Mitchell Owen is back to his best. And danger signs here for Texas Super Kings. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Mitchell Owen is going to continue to go big here. That is for sure. Oh, edged down to third man, and that'll run away for 4 as well. 4-6-4 from Mitchell Owen. Akeal Hossain being taken to the cleaners here. 15 runs have come from this over already. Still 2 balls left. Akeal Hossain feeling the pressure. Two more deliveries left in this over. The opening partnership still going strong for Washington Freedom. Something which the Unicorns should learn, I think, because San Francisco Unicorns were chasing an even lesser total at this venue against Texas Super Kings, and they couldn't chase it down. They got bowled out. But you have to give credit to Amshi De Silva that they bowled really well. But today, these two batters, particularly Mitchell Owen in MLC, is turning out to be a different beast altogether. Even last year, he had a fantastic season. Unfortunately, Washington Freedom lost out in the final last time around, but Mitchell Owen had a very good season. All-round performance actually. Wickets with the ball, runs with the bat. And now again, in this season as well. That's too wide. Too wide from Akeal Hossain. Has to reload that one again. And I think we got to know who is Mitchell Owen when he played that knock in that Big Bash final, that 2024-25 final, which Hobart Hurricanes won against Sydney Thunder. That final, Mitchell Owen played a match-winning knock, a match-winning century. And that is when we got to know, okay, there is a guy called Mitchell Owen who can smack the ball everywhere. And my word, he has transformed Even in the MLC, he's playing fantastically well. The 17 runs came from that over from Akil Hussain, and Washington Freedom are 82 without loss after 7 overs. So Ian Mulder is the new bowler into the attack for Texas Super Kings. Mitchell Owen is going to be on strike. Around the wicket, Ian Mulder. And this time it's pulled away by Mitchell Owen out towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. The required run rate is 8.03. It should be comfortable for Washington Freedom at this stage. They are having the freedom to chase it down with all 10 wickets in hand. Oh, Smith goes again and goes long enough for another 6. Once again, length bowling. This time we are Mulder bowling a length ball. And Steve Smith, well, if you ever thought that Steve Smith is not a T20 player, you need to see all his Big Bash performances over the years. And now he's showing it here in the MLC as well. He's a clean striker of the ball, Steve Smith, that is for sure. The equation requirement under 100 runs now, 97 needed from 76 balls. Required run rate only 7.66 with all 10 wickets in hand. I think this is Washington Freedom's game now, surely. This time it's on the pads. And Steve Smith flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Around the wicket again. Shot again is pulled in the air. Out towards deep mid wicket. Another single for Mitchell Owen. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 9 runs have come from this over so far. Slow ball pulled in the air. Fielder there. Oh, brilliant catch. Diving forward, completes the catch. And finally, this opening partnership has been broken. Exactly what the Texas Super Kings wanted much earlier. As the biggest wicket of Steve Smith, couldn't get hold of it there. It was a slow ball, took the pace off it, Ian Mulder. And Steve Smith only managing to hit it up in the air. A fantastic catch there by that fielder. Diving forward. And Washington Freedom finally losing their first wicket. Steve Smith departs after scoring 30 from 21 balls. And Washington Freedom are 91 for 1 after 7.5 overs. So Mark Chapman is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3. He's also a really good batter, Mark Chapman. So last ball of the over will be coming up from Vian Mulder. So last ball of the over on the wicket, Vian Mulder has driven away by Mark Chapman towards covers and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Steve Smith, and Washington Freedom are 92 for 1 after 8 overs. So as far as Vian Mulder is concerned, runs with the bat, wickets with the ball. Although they need to keep taking wickets, Texas Super Kings, because the required run rate is only 7.83, very much gettable. Mitchell Owen is still there. Now Washington Freedom 2024 champions of the MLC, former champions. So Adam Milne is into his second over. Mark Chapman is on strike. Adam Milne coming around the wicket. And this time driven again by Mark Chapman out towards deep extra covers. And picks up another single to start the over. So second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's uppercut. Over third man, that'll run away for 4. Use the pace beautifully. Mitchell Owen picks up another boundary. And the runs are starting to flow for Washington Freedom. Texas Super Kings need some inspiration from somewhere. They need to get rid of Owen also. This time swung away down the ground to long on, and Mitchell Owen picks up another single. And Mark Chapman is again back on strike. Oh, looking to drive. It's keeper fumbled it a little bit. But it's another dot ball from Adam Milne. Six runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. It's in the air and it's taken at point. Faf du Plessis, you never see him drop those kind of catches. He's pulled off from stunners. He's pulled off some stunning catches in the outfield. And that is a much simpler catch as far as Faf du Plessis is concerned. And he completes the catch and Mark Chapman has to go. Second wicket goes down for Washington Freedom. And it's Adam Milne who strikes. Mark Chapman's poor form with the bat continuing in this tournament. The Chapman is out for 2 and Washington Freedom are 98 for 2 after 8.5 overs. So Andreas Gauss is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 4 for Washington Freedom. The last ball of the over. That's driven again down the ground to long on, and Andreas Gauss gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Mark Chapman. And Washington Freedom are 99 for 2 after 9 overs. So 87 needed in the last 11 overs for Washington Freedom. Mitchell Owen still there on 62 from 28 balls. Andreas Gauss has just come in. Ian Mulder into his second over. And it's driven again straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over from Mulder. Picked up the wicket of Steve Smith in his previous over. This time back of the length, punched down the ground by Andreas Gauss towards long on. Picks up another single and 100 comes up for Washington Freedom. 100 comes up in 9.2 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. It's been a really good start to this run chase for Washington Freedom. And this time it's short, it's pulled away by Owen. Deep mid wicket comes around and Mitchell Owen picks up another single. And bowling the short ball there, Ian Mulder, changing his length. 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's full and it's driven away towards deep extra covers, and Rice goes, picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Oh, he goes back again. He's got hold of that one. That's another maximum. Length, nice and full once again, right in the slot. Such a big swing of the bat this guy is having. And when he connects it goes long way into the crowd every single time. His 6th six in this innings for Mitchell Owen. And there's just 78 more needed now. They're getting close to the target here, Washington Freedom. This time it's pulled away towards deep fine leg, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Another boundary to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over from Ian Mulder. And Washington Freedom are 112 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So it's also the time for the drinks break. Washington Freedom cruising along here in this run chase. So we come to the end of the drinks break, and Washington Freedom needs 74 to win in the last 10 overs. With Mitchell Owen going very strongly. 73 from 31 balls for Mitchell Owen. Amshi De Silva back into the attack, and Andres goes. Punches it down the ground towards long on and picks up another single to start the over. So Mitchell Owen is back on strike. Ooh, he went across the stumps looking to swing it away. It's gone off the pads towards square leg. And Owen picks up another single. So Andres goes is back on strike, and this time it's driven away again towards deep extra covers, and Andres goes picks up a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Andres goes. This time defended towards covers. So another dot ball from Amshi De Silva. Again, back of the length, defended by Andres Gauss towards covers. Back-to-back dot balls here. And this time again driven straight to point. So a good over there from Amshi De Silva. Just 4 runs coming from that over. And Washington Freedom are 116 for 2 after 11 overs. So 70 more runs needed from the last 9 overs for Washington Freedom. Now Mitchell Owen is on strike. Abhimanyu Lamba is back into the attack. Oh, he sliced it in the air, but over the top, over point. They'll run away for 4. Doesn't matter how they come, as far as they come. That is what they'll say. and Mitchell Owen looking to hit it leg side once again, but when it goes ball sailing off the outer half of the bat and starts the over with a boundary. And this time it's another dot ball from Abhimanyu Lamba. Oh, that's pulled in the air. Fielder is there. Fielder is there. A deep mid wicket takes the catch. Takes the catch. And Mitchell Owen has to go. It was a slow ball there from Abhimanyu Lamba. And unfortunately for Mitchell Owen, he couldn't get hold of that. One hand came off the bat as well. Straight into the hands of the fielder at deep mid wicket. And Texas Super Kings strike once again. Third wicket falls for Washington Freedom. Abhimanyu Lamba gets the biggest wicket possible of Mitchell Owen, but is it too late? That is the big question. Terrific knock from Mitchell Owen comes to an end. He's gone after scoring 77 from 35 balls. And Washington Freedom are 120 for 3 after 11.3 overs. So Nikhil Chowdhury is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 5. And straight away Nikhil Chowdhury gets off the mark with a single. This time it's on the stumps and Andreas goes, defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball here. Now one more delivery left in this over from Abhimanyu Lamba. Last ball of the over. This time looking to swing it away leg side, looking to take the single, but can't get it. It's been a struggle for Andreas Gauss so far. And another dot ball to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Mitchell Owen. And Washington Freedom are 122 for 3 after 11 overs. Well, they are checking for the LBW here. They've gone upstairs for the review. Texas Super Kings checking for the LBW. Doesn't appear to be any bat involved. No bat involved in that. But I think it will be very high. Pitching outside off impact in line. Wickets missing. I told you it will be very high. And they have taken the single. One leg by as it will be. So 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Mitchell Owen. Washington Freedom are 122 for 3 after 12 overs. The 65 needed from the last 8 overs. Nikhil Chowdhury is on strike. This time flicked away again, leg side, and Nikhil Chowdhury picks up another single to start the over. Andreas Gauss has been a struggle so far, 6 from 12 balls for him. Second ball of the over. Oh, edged, is it? I think it is. He's nicked it through to the keeper. And Texas Super Kings haven't given it up yet. They're still fighting this. Andreas Gauss has to go. 4th wicket goes down for Washington Freedom. A big nick through to the keeper. And now suddenly our Washington Freedom struggling here. Akil Hussain getting the breakthrough. I think that just went through with the arm. It's been a struggle for Andreas Gauss this innings. Not been his day. Just not able to put bat to ball. And he has been dismissed after scoring 6 runs from 12 balls, and Washington Freedom are 122 for 4 after 12.2 overs. He's a good batter normally, Andreas Gauss. So Mukhtar Ahmed is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6. Third ball of the over coming up from Akil Hussain. Around the wicket to Mukhtar Ahmed. This time again on the stumps, and Mukhtar Ahmed defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Akil Hussain. This time it's flicked again down the ground to long on, and Mukhtar Ahmed gets off the mark with a single. So Nikhil Chowdhury is back on strike. This time punched again by Nikhil Chowdhury, straight to point. Another dot ball. Looks like the pressure is shifting now. Its pressure is shifting back to Washington Freedom. The runs have dried up here in the last few overs. Wickets have started to fall. The last ball of the over. On the pads, flicked away by Nikhil Chowdhury. He'll pick up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Andreas Gauss. And Washington Freedom are 124 for 4 after 13 overs. So Abhimanyu Lamba is going to be continuing into his last over. Mukhtar Ahmed is on strike. Comes down the wicket and in fact Nikhil Chowdhury on strike, comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. So suddenly now the required run rate is nearing 9 or 9.5. Well, we saw this happen in last year's MLC final as well, where Washington Freedom at one point were cruising along, and then they somehow contrived it, complicated the run chase, and lost it in the end. So they are capable of doing those things, Washington Freedom. They need to be able to win games of cricket that are in control of them. They can't be complicating chases like this. After such a good opening partnership between Steve Smith and Mitchell Owen, you need to be chasing down these totals. This time punched again towards covers and Mukhtar Ahmed picks up another single. This time defended again by Nikhil Chowdhury towards covers. Picks up another single. 3 singles in this over. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Two more deliveries left in this over. Mukhtar Ahmed back on strike. Both these batters haven't hit one boundary so far. Playing it slowly at the moment. This time driven again, straight to covers. Another dot ball. Excellent over from Abhimanyu Lamba. Just 3 runs coming from this over. Are the Texas Super Kings going to pull off a heist once again with their bowling? It was looking impossible to defend this when Mitchell Owen and Steve Smith were batting, but now there's a glimmer of hope suddenly. The last ball of the over is another slow ball. It can only be a dot ball. It's defended it again. So just 3 runs came from that over from Abhimanyu Lamba. And Washington Freedom are 127 for 4 after 14 overs. So 59 needed from the last 6 overs for Washington Freedom. Adam Milne is back into the attack now. He still has a couple of overs left. Nikhil Chowdhury on strike. Comes down the wicket, swings and misses. Oh dear, Nikhil Chowdhury 5 from 7 balls at a strike rate of 71.43. And this partnership is 5 from 11 balls, going absolutely nowhere. Required run rate above 10 now. How has the required run rate gone above 10? All the hard work done by Steve Smith and Mitchell Owen getting undone here in this partnership. Texas Super Kings, indeed Super Kings has defended again towards point, and Nikhil Chowdhury picks up another single. They started really well, Steve Smith and Mitchell Owen, and at that point it looked as though they'll just cruise home. But then they lost all those wickets, and now suddenly the required run rate has climbed so much. They need to get the boundaries now. Mukhtar Ahmed back on strike. No, again defends it to covers, towards deep extra covers, and just a single for Mukhtar Ahmed. 2 runs from the first 3 balls of this over, still 3 balls left. I'm not quite able to understand what kind of an innings Nikhil Chowdhury is playing here, in all honesty. Well, can anyone understand? 6 from 9 balls at a strike rate of 66.67. He's just not able to put bat to ball, Nikhil Chowdhury. This is turning out to be, well, I don't even know how to describe what is happening here, because suddenly now the required run rate is nearing 11. Texas Super Kings bringing themselves back in control. The game was slipping away from Texas Super Kings at one point, but their bowlers are doing it again silently. Their bowling has been really good. Oh, looking to flick it away. I think a little bit of pad involved in that. Nikhil Chowdhury will pick up another single. So again, just 3 runs coming from this over. The boundaries have completely dried up. Neither of these batters have hit any boundaries so far, and the required run rate is increasing. We have seen this before, isn't it? We have seen this before somewhere. MLC 2025 final. Washington Freedom versus MI New York. Washington Freedom, similar kind of a target, were cruising along in the run chase, and then they somehow they contrived it to lose it in the end. This time again punched back to the bowler. So again another good over from Adam Milne. Just 3 runs coming from this over. It's game on now. Washington Freedom 130 for 4 after 15 overs. It's still 56 needed from the last 5 overs. Well, this partnership now 8 from 16 balls, this partnership. And Nikhil Chowdhury is 6 from 10 balls at a strike rate of 60. And Mukhtar Ahmed 3 from 8 balls. Oh my God. And Uyan Mulder is back into the attack. He still has a couple of overs left, has bowled decently well so far. But I think this will be the over that Washington Freedom will look to target. So Nikhil Chowdhury is on strike. Uyan Mulder over the wicket. Oh, and Nikhil Chowdhury goes over extra covers for 6. That's a great shot. Terrific shot. He hasn't been able to connect many shots today, but he connected that well. Is it flat over extra covers for 6? Great way to start the over. Oh, this time looking to pull it away leg side. And Nikhil Chowdhury will pick up another single. This partnership now 15 from 18 balls. That 6 has released some pressure for Washington Freedom. Mukhtar Ahmed is back on strike. 49 still needed from 28 balls. Third ball of the over. Oh, shot this time, and Mukhtar Ahmed goes all the way for 6 as well. Oh, we mentioned earlier that this is the over that they're going to target because Vian Mulder is not a main bowler of any sort. And 2 sixes in this over, and now Washington Freedom maybe back on track. So again, fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, appeal for LBW, and the finger goes up. Finger goes up. He strikes back Vian Mulder. Mukhtar Ahmed wants it reviewed. Mukhtar Ahmed has gone for the review. Another twist here. I think there was some extra bounce there. I think height could be a factor. I think only height can save the batter there. The finger went up from the umpire, and Vian Mulder, after conceding 2 sixes in this over, has struck back. Now, could that be missing leg, or will it be umpire's call? That's another big question. So looks like there's bat involved, so it will be not out. Decision will be reversed, not out, and it will be a dot ball. So 13 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. The thing is, Vian Mulder still has 1 over left after this, and he might bowl in the end. So fifth ball of the over coming up. Oh, he's bowled him! Why even worry about LBWs when you can castle the timber of a batter like that? You don't even need to take a review for this one, because this is out. And Mukhtar Ahmed has to go. And now Texas Super Kings, they will have a share of an argument that they are back in this contest once again. This game twisting and turning. Required run rate again above 10. And Mukhtar Ahmed just did a 6, survived an LBW decision, but now has been castled. So Mukhtar Ahmed is out after scoring 9 runs from 11 balls, and Washington Freedom are 143 for 5 after 15.5 overs. Well, the required run rate is 10.32. So Obas Pinar is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7 for Washington Freedom. One more delivery left in this over. 13 runs have come from this over so far. Oh, beats the outside edge again. Another beauty to finish the over. So 13 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Mukhtar Ahmed. Still, Texas Super Kings are still alive in this game. Washington Freedom are 143 for 5 after 16 overs, with 43 needed from the last 4 overs. Oh, Amshi De Silva. Amshi De Silva is back into the attack, and that's an inside edge from Nikhil Chowdhury. Picks up another single to start the over. 42 from 23 now. Obas Pinar is back on strike, can play the big shots. They still have Marco Jansen to come in after this, and Amila Aponso can also bat. Amshi De Silva is a good bowler at this stage. Last 5 overs, only 27 runs have been scored by the Washington Freedom, out of which 13 runs were scored in the previous over itself. Wayan Mulder getting the wicket of Mukhtar Ahmed. He still has 1 over left though, Wayan Mulder. Three overs left after this. So Amshi De Silva is completing his spell here. Abhimanyu Lamba will still have 1 over left. So Obas Pinar is on strike. Wide down the leg side. Amshi De Silva has to reload that one again. Erring in line there. Pressure on the Sri Lankan bowler here, Amshi De Silva. He bowled really well against San Francisco Unicorns at this same venue. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal fell BW again, but the umpire says not out this time. And now will Texas Super Kings discuss? Do they want to go for the review here? They have taken the single, I think. The batters have taken the single. I think Texas Super Kings are not going for the review. Maybe straying down the leg side. Yeah, straying down the leg side. Nevertheless, only a single. 40 from 22 now equation. Nikhil Chowdhury back on strike. Again swings it leg side towards deep mid wicket. Picks up just a single. Obas Pinar back on strike. Three more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the lap. It's in the air. It's in the air. Lands safely. They might want to push for 2 here. And over spinner comes back for a couple of runs. Is looking to ramp it there, over spinner. 6 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. A big 2 balls coming up in this over. Oh, he goes again down the ground though. He's got hold of that. That's 6. Over spinner with a clean strike down the ground. Length ball there from Amshi De Silva. Missed his length. A 150 comes up for Washington Freedom. 150 comes up in 16.5 overs. 31 more needed now from 19 balls. So last ball of the over coming up now. A 31 needed from 19 balls. 12 runs have come from this over so far. Washington Freedom. Well, they were in a commanding position at one stage. They should have won this quite comfortably, but the middle overs, the last few overs, they slowed down. They're still alive in this run chase, and that clearly shows how well the opening partnership, the top order, have contributed. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's flicked away again, out towards deep fine leg, and over spinner picks up another single to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over, and Washington Freedom are 156 for 5 after 17 overs. So Abhimanyu Lampa has finished his spell, Amshi De Silva has finished his spell, Adam Milne still has 1 over left, and Vian Mulder still has 1 over left. Akil Hossain still has overs left. So how are they going to manage it? Will they give 1 over to Akil Hossain? Try and take that risk, or will they go with Adam Milne? So 30 needed from the last 3 overs for victory. The Vian Mulder. Oh, pulled away by over spinner all the way for 6. They decided to go with Vian Mulder for his last over, but it's not started well. A short ball, it's pulled into the crowd for 6. And now surely Washington Freedom, they are bossing this run chase now. Just 24 more needed now from 17 balls. This time defended again towards point. Nova spinner picks up another single. Well, they could have gone with Adam Milne for this over, and then maybe Vian Mulder next over, because anyways you need to bowl Akil Hossain 1 over as well. Maybe they could have gone with Akil Hossain for this over, and then Adam Milne the penultimate over, and then Vian Mulder last over. That could have been a better bowling order, because now if you give Vian Mulder this over, the batters can release the pressure in this over itself, and then there won't be anything left in the penultimate over and last over. This time driven again straight to covers. Another dot ball. So if I was the captain, I would be giving Akil Hossain this over and just take a risk. Two more deliveries left in this over. Over spinner is back on strike. Down the track again, pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. .22 needed from 14 balls. The over spinner is back on strike. So fifth ball of the over coming up. It's driven down the ground towards long off. And another single for over spinner. Nikhil Chowdhury is back on strike. So it's been a good comeback after conceding the 6. Only 3 runs after that. 9 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, and he goes back again. He's got all of that as well. That could be the winning hit, you would think. Brings it down to 15 from 12 balls. A clean strike from Nikhil Chowdhury. And this is the over that has turned the game in favour of Washington Freedom. 15 runs came from that over from Ian Mulder. And Washington Freedom are 171 for 5 after 18 overs with 15 needed from the last 2 overs. Well, this is exactly why I said instead of giving this over to Ian Mulder, they could have gone with Akil Hussain, because Ian Mulder is anyways going to leak runs. So at least they could have gone with Akil Hussain for this over and then Adam Milne for the penultimate over. That should have been the order. Now Milne bowling the penultimate over anyways and starts with a dot ball. 15 needed from 11 now. But the previous over, it should have been Akil Hussain. You take it till the last over, try to build the pressure till the last over. Last over 15 or 14 runs to game, then 15 or 14 runs to win in the last over, then you give it to Ian Mulder. And cricket is a funny game. When it goes down to the last over pressure is different in itself. Anything can happen, but you give the 18th over if you give it to Ian Mulder. The batters will finish the game in that over itself. You should not do that. Oh, he goes straight up in the air, should be taken here. Fielder running forward, takes the catch. It's Faf du Plessis again. The safest pair of hands in the Texas Super Kings team. Completes the catch. And another twist in the tail. 6th wicket goes down and it's over spinner who has to go. A dot ball and a wicket. And a great start here to this over from Adam Milne. Was looking for the big shot once again, over spinner, but a big top edge. And Faf du Plessis will never ever drop those kind of catches. So 6th wicket goes down for the Washington Freedom. Still 15 needed. Over spinner is out for 18. And Washington Freedom are 171 for 6 after 18.2 overs. So Marco Jansen comes in. He's another power hitter down the order. Marco Jansen coming in at number 8. They have Amila Aponso after this, who can also bat. So will it be Akil Hossain to bowl the last over then? If it goes down to the last over. Third ball of the over. Driven again down the ground towards long off. Marco Jansen, good fielding at long off. Marco Jansen gets off the mark with a couple of runs. And only Akil Hossain has an over left. So if it goes down to the last over, then it will be Akil Hossain, I think. But again, this is where I think the captaincy of Faf du Plessis has to be questioned. Planning is very important. And he drives it down the ground. Straw down the ground for 6. What a shot that is. How do you hit sixes like that? It was just looking like a short arm jab or something of that sort. But it's gone flat down the ground, over long on for 6. Marco Jansen with a big 6 there, and now the equation is under run a ball, just 7 needed. Washington Freedom in control. Two more deliveries left in the over, and that was just an incredible shot from Marco Jansen, to be honest. A short arm jab for 6. And that has released all the pressure now, you would think. Well, but Washington Freedom will be reflecting back and thinking that they should have won this game comfortably instead of complicating it. That's flicked away again by Jansen. Picks up another single. Just one hit away now. Nikhil Chowdhury back on strike. Just 6 needed now from 7 balls. Previous over from Vian Mulder was an expensive over. And now again this over, that's 6 from Jansen down the ground. So last ball of the over coming up from Adam Milne. The last ball of the over. Oh, looking to swing it leg side, inside edge. There was a chance of run out there almost. But it's a dot ball to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Obus Pinar. And Washington Freedom are 180 for 6 after 19 overs. We have gone down to the last over. Washington Freedom needs 6 to win in the last over. So now the only question is, will it be Akil Hossain who will be bowling the last over? Because all the fast bowlers have completed their full quota of 4 overs. So it has to be Akil Hossain, isn't it? Akil Hossain has to defend 6. Left arm off spinner from the Caribbean has the responsibility. Just 6 needed for a victory. That 6 in that penultimate over from Marco Jansen has brought the equation down so much. And does Akil Hossain have the nerves to defend this kind of a total? The 6 needed now. Marco Jansen on strike. Akil Hossain, first ball of the last over. 6 required. Goes for the reverse, straight to the field red point. Dot ball to start the over. 6 needed from 5 now. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me. 6 from 5 it is. We are going down to the wire. That is for sure. Second ball of the over. Oh, that's up in the air. Up in the air. And it's taken. Oh dear, what is happening here? Marco Jansen has mishit one. And the catch is taken at short fine leg. Another wicket and another dot ball as well. Still 6 needed from 4 balls. Akil Hossain strikes once again. He had the responsibility to defend 6 runs in the last over. And what a start this is for Texas Super Kings. Marco Jansen will have to go. 7th wicket goes down for the Washington Freedom. And this game is not quite over yet. Marco Jansen departs after scoring 9 runs from 5 balls. And Washington Freedom are 180 for 7 after 19.2 overs. Now then, 6 needed from 4 balls now. And a new batter will have to... A new batter should be on strike as well. Amila Aponso is the new batter to the crease. He can also bat, in all honesty. Last recognized batting pair for the Washington Freedom. Plenty of discussions going on. 6 needed from 4. It's pressure on both teams. Pressure everywhere. How has it come down to this situation is what Washington Freedom will be wondering. Because the openers were going really well. But nevertheless, it's still gettable though. Amila Aponso is on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. He goes again. It's up in the air though. Fielder is there. Takes the catch. 2 wickets in 2 balls for Akil Hossain. Goodness gracious me. This game is simply unbelievable. Amila Aponso has come in and Amila Aponso is going back and still 6 required from only 3 balls. And they're running out of batters at the moment, Washington Freedom. Akil Hossain, your little beauty, has been sidelined for quite a long time by the Chennai Super Kings franchise. Whether it's the IPL, whether it's MLC, he's not getting consistent chances in the 11. And now he's showing what he's made of. Nerves under pressure. Amila Aponso departs for a first ball duck. Washington Freedom 180 for 8 after 19.3 overs with still 6 needed from the last 3 balls. So once again the new batter will have to come in and Akil Hossain is also on a hat-trick, would you believe it? Mahmood is the new batter to the crease. Asif Mahmood is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 10. Akil Hossain is on a hat-trick, 6 needed from 3 balls. Hat-trick ball coming up. Asif Mahmood on strike. 6 needed. Oh, swings misses. They're appealing for a stumping here. They're appealing for a stumping. The umpires will go upstairs. Oh, drama here. Goodness gracious me. What is happening here? Akil Hossain, how is he doing this? Just defending 6 runs in the last over. And now the pressure is well and truly on Washington Freedom. Nikhil Chowdhury hasn't got the strike at all in this last over. My goodness. What a game this is. They can barely watch. Oh, his foot is outside. Has he made it back in time? Has he made it back in time? Looks like he hasn't. Looks like he hasn't. He's going to be out here. It's going to be a hat-trick for Akil Hossain. What is happening here? Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable drama. It's going to be a hat-trick for Akil Hossain. They only have 1 wicket left. This is just unbelievable. I don't have words to describe what is happening out on the big screen as well. And Asif Mahmood has to go. It's a hat-trick for Akil Hossain. Goodness gracious me. We have seen a hat-trick in MLC 2026. It's Akil Hussain who has picked up a hat-trick in the last over. I cannot quite believe what I'm seeing. Still 6 required from 2 balls. And once again the new batter will have to come in and face the music. But finally we have seen a hat-trick in MLC cricket. Asif Mahmood is out for a golden duck as well. 3 wickets and 3 balls. Washington freedom. 180 for 9 after 19.4 overs, with still 6 needed from the last 2 balls. Well, only 1 more wicket in hand. Where do you go now? What do you do now? Lockie Ferguson is the last batter to the crease, coming in at number 11. He has picked up a hat-trick, Akil Hussain. 6 needed from 2 balls now. 4 wicket haul for Akil Hussain. And now does Lockie Ferguson just give the strike to Nikhil Chowdhury and trust the process? Here we go. 5th ball of the over. Lockie Ferguson on strike. Oh, appeal for BW! Appeal for BW! Umpire says not out. They've gone through for a single. They're going to go for the review, I think. They might just go for the review for this one. Now that could be it. That could be the end of the game. Thanks for coming is what Akil Hussain will be saying. They've gone upstairs for the review. Oh my goodness. This is an incredible last over. This is just simply incredible. He hasn't conceded a run in this last over so far, Akil Hussain. Is he a last over specialist or what? I think that will be missing leg stump though. If I have to be honest, that is missing leg stump. No bat involved. No bat involved in that. But it will be missing leg stump. Pitching in line impacts his umpire's call and missing the stumps. So it will remain not out, and there's still some hope because they have taken the single. Nikhil Chowdhury will be on strike for the last ball. Need 5 to win, 4 to tie, 5 to win for Washington freedom. It has all come down to this now. It has all come down to 1 ball, 5 runs, the equation. It's been a terrific last over so far. Can he finish it here? What is Nikhil Chowdhury going to do? He's taken his helmet off, Nikhil Chowdhury. So last ball, 5 required. Nikhil Chowdhury on strike. Oh, he's got hold of that one, has he? He's swung it away for 6 over deep mid wicket. He's done it. Nikhil Chowdhury has won it for Washington freedom. They made it tough for themselves. They took it till the last ball. But it's Nikhil Chowdhury who holds this now. And he wins the game of the last ball of the run chase. And in the end, heartbreak for Texas Super Kings. They fought really hard. Took it till the last over, took it till the last ball. Hat-trick in the last over from Akil Hussain. But not to be for Texas Super Kings. It's the Washington freedom who hold their nerve and win this game by just 1 wicket. What a game we have witnessed here. What a game we have witnessed. A nail-biting thriller at its best. But unfortunately for Texas Super Kings, they couldn't finish it off. Nikhil Chowdhury got the strike at the right time and finished the game off with a 6. Woo. But actually, this is a game that Washington freedom will reflect back on. They'll be thinking back, and they'll be thinking that they should have won this game by a comfortable margin. Instead of taking it to the last ball, they should have won it much earlier. Because given the situation they were in when Mitchell Owen and Steve Smith were going guns blazing. But after that, they just completely lost their way in the middle overs. Not for the first time we are seeing Washington freedom not performing well in the middle overs with the bat. We saw it in last year's final as well. They almost bottled it there, but in the end, Nikhil Chowdhury finishing it off. So Washington Freedom pick up their second win in the Cognizant MLC 2026, and this win will give them a lot of confidence. They also come out of the bottom of the table. They've been at the bottom of the table for a few days now, but they come out of the bottom of the table. As far as Texas Super Kings is concerned, they will still be at the top of the table because they still have 3 wins, but it is their third defeat in this tournament for Texas Super Kings, that is for sure. So yeah, outstanding game of cricket. Went down to the last over, last ball. Akil Hussain almost pulling off an improbable defense there. But the last ball, unfortunately, not able to defend it. But you look at the run chase, a terrific start from Washington Freedom. Mitchell Owen again. Whenever Mitchell Owen plays the MLC, he's always performing. 77 from 35 balls. With 7 boundaries and 6 maximums at a strike rate of 220. And Steve Smith as well, 30 from 21 balls with 3 maximums at a strike rate of 142.86. And when that opening partnership was going on, we all thought Washington Freedom would win it easily, as the opening partnership was 91 from 47 balls. But once the opening partnership got broken, that is when the slump began. Mark Chapman didn't contribute. Andreas Goss 6 from 12 balls, struggled. Mukhtar Ahmed 9 from 11. That middle period, they struggled a lot. But towards the end, Nikhil Chowdhury 27 from 19 balls with 3 maximums. And Obas Pinar 18 from 10 balls with 2 maximums. And Marco Jansen with that one crucial short arm jab 6 down the ground. Those 6s really helped Washington Freedom towards the end. And in the end, Washington Freedom holding their nerve and winning this game by just 1 wicket. You look at the Texas Super Kings bowling performance. Akil Hussain clearly the pick of the bowlers. 4 for 36 in his 4 overs, including a hat-trick as well. Unfortunately ending in a losing cause. And Adam Milne also 2 for 31 in his 4 overs. Amshi De Silva none for 38 in his 4 overs. Abhimanyu Lamba 1 for 25 in his 4 overs. And Wayan Mulder picked up 2 wickets but very expensive again. Wayan Mulder 2 for 50 in his 4 overs as well. So a nail-biting thriller here at the Auckland Coliseum in California. Washington Freedom winning this game by just 1 wicket of the very last ball of the run chase. And they pick up their second win in the MLC tournament of 2026. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of MLC 2026 as well as the Women's T20 World Cup matches, the last day of the group stages today. So we'll be covering those matches as well. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and have a great day.
like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.